This is Francisco Dao for Fast Company Buzz, and I'm with Ashton Kutcher at TechCrunch 50. And Ashton, we were just cracking up, so I don't know why you're getting all serious now, because we were actually just talking about producing on the fly.
No, we weren't.
So, wow.
We didn't have that conversation.
We did, okay.
We're talking about serious business stuff. I think that's clear.
You're totally messing with me right now.
All right, is it okay?
I know,
okay.
that's
all right,
perfect.
okay, good. I don't want to, like, are you shaking?
No, I'm not shaking at all.
I don't want you to be worried. I feel
I'm
good.
totally
I'm
cool.
comfortable. Are you good?
I'm completely comfortable.
Good. Okay, great.
Hands of steel.
Look, we're not talking into a microphone.
No, I love
That doesn't even exist.
All right, so here's my question. Actually,
Yes.
Oz Sultan right here from Next Web in New York asked me this question.
All right.
You're a movie star. Why the hell do you want to play with geeks?
I really don't fancy myself as a movie star. I don't think like you can like consider yourself a movie star. I don't think people are allowed to do that. So that's one. And two, I really don't find this to be a geeky environment just yet. Well, I will say the reason why we are at TechCrunch is that, you know, we're really good at making content. Like my company, we made Punked, we made Beauty and the Geek. We're good at making TV shows and content and video content. What we don't know, and why we're kind of a startup and why we're here, is that we don't know a whole lot about, you know, interactive function on the web. And there's so many great pieces of technology that come out of conventions like this, that if we can be here and in and around it, maybe we can learn something that will integrate with our content and make it actually more viable for the internet.
So you personally like this? I mean, you dig this? It's not.
I don't like it. I love it.
You love it because
Yeah.
I live in LA too, and you meet so many people in LA. Well, the best story I ever heard, and obviously this is 10 or 12 years ago, is when the internet started. Jeffrey Katzenberg said, "So what's this internet?" And he told his assistant, he said, "Take a video camera, shoot the screen, and bring me the tape." And that's why Katzenberg first saw the internet. You love this. This is fun for you. This is you're learning. It's awesome. You like making the content. It's absolutely a blast.
I did. You know, I think that probably the difference between Katzenberg and myself is like when I went to when I was in high school, we were already using the internet and email, and so it actually has been a part of my entire functioning adult, you know, life. Like I had an Apple II GS on my, you know, playing like number munchers when I was a kid, right?
Okay.
I bet that Katzenberg didn't have
probably
that when he was growing up. So it's actually, you know, I don't know, it's kind of part of my everyday life. You know, I have my own Facebook account, I have my own MySpace page, and I actually operate them myself, and like, you know, it's part of what I do. So creating content for this format is like kind of part of who I am.
Okay. I want to get you to get your plugs in. Blog Girls, I taped you from the stage. I got the demo. It's hysterical. So are you,
Thanks.
I mean, you have writers? I mean, you have writers doing this
Yeah, we have a
stuff,
team.
or
Well, we have a team. You know, we have Todd Goldman actually created the animated characters, and he came to us with the animated characters and said, "Hey, you know, I'm thinking about something celebrity teenage girls that they," and we sort of together put it together, and then went out and we got a bunch of people that submit, write. You know, we make up jokes on the fly with the voices. You know, it's a full-time job right now, just producing the show, but we really like it.
So I mean, it runs more like a TV show than anything else, or at least right now.
Well, it's a celebrity blog, right, or a blah blah blog.
Now, when you say celebrity blog, who's the celebrity?
Okay, so it's you know movie stars, trends, gossip, fashion, that kind of stuff, right? It's from a teenage girl's perspective. So the animated characters are the bloggers.
Okay.
They talk about what they like. So their favorite TV shows. If it's Gossip Girls, the new 90210, you know, Project Runway, Top Model, whatever they're watching right now, that's what they're talking about in their blog. They're also talking about where John Mayer ate dinner last night and who he was with and whatever that, you know, sort of celebrity information is. So that's the blog that's updated every day, all day long. And then twice to 3 times a week, they'll make an actual animated video of themselves that will be discussing whatever the latest and greatest celebrity news is.
Okay. Well, I got lots of questions, but here's one of them.
Go.
Your writers are not teenage girls or even probably all women or girls. So it's almost like...
They are all women other than me.
Okay.
And
you know where I was going with this.
They're all women other than me, and they are in their early 20s. for the most part.
So it's not like the 976 numbers where you're calling and you think it's a girl, but it's actually like a guy writing the blog girl.
There's not. I'll tell you this. There's not a 50-year-old man writing the episode.
Going, look at me.
Right. No. It's the people that we intentionally pull people in that are actually fans of the shows that the girls are fans of.
Okay.
They actually watched the VMAs last night, and they actually care who John Mayer is going to be dating next.
You seem, and I mean this in the best way, well, we started the conversation talking about the whole geek thing. You seem like you have a soft spot for geeks. Is that where, and I know I'm going off track, but...
I made a show called Beauty and the Geeks.
Beauty and the Geeks.
Trying to hook up.
You're trying to hook
guys
right?
like that up with the hot,
You're trying
That's
to
what I do, because I care.
He's got, the man's got a heart right here.
No,
Look, no, cracking up. That's why I know I've done my job.
Like I was telling you before, I was a biochemical engineering student at the University of Iowa, and so I sort of lived my own geekdom, if you will.
Okay. When does Blog Girls take over the world?
It started at noon today.
But you know what? I went to YouTube. I was sitting in the room, and I said, you know what? I want the clip. And I Googled YouTube and Blog Girls, and I had the interview of you saying we're excited to launch at TechCrunch, but I couldn't find the actual Blog Girls clip.
If you go to bloggirls.com, it's there right now.
Okay.
It should be in OMG on Yahoo.
Okay.
And it should be posted in YouTube anytime now.
Because you need to call YouTube.
I'm actually doing this interview and posting it somewhere as we speak.
You're posting it up. You need to call them up and just go like.
Well, look, I've been here all day, right? So it's a little bit tricky to do, but everything's moving forward. It'll be there.
All right. So are you exhausted of the really boring interviews? So it's like we're here with Ashton Kutcher, and tell us more about Blog Girls.
It's always fun to talk about something you care about.
Okay.
Like, as long as it's something that if I didn't care about it, I'd be really over it right now. But I actually really like it. I really think it's funny. I really think the characters are viable. And I think other people will like it. So it's sort of like giving Christmas gifts. Could you ever get tired of giving Christmas gifts? It's like the funnest thing to do in the world, right? Or like...
Well, sometimes people are like, I don't... Thanks, and then you feel kind of bad. But I get what you're saying.
There might be a couple people that watch Blot and go, thanks, but I think there's going to be a lot of people that are like, I love this.
Yeah, I actually love it. I think it's hilarious.
Thanks, man.
I'm not... Like, I was actually cracking up because some of the other presentations, they're doing some great technology in the hall, but it's like, oh my God, are you kidding me? Is it lunchtime? Where I was actually, that was hysterical.
Thanks,
the presentation was hysterical.
We're just trying to tie that entertaining content to like cool technology, and we probably don't have the coolest technology, but I bet we're like borderline with the most entertaining content, and the more that we learn here, maybe we can get some of that like blow your mind technology infused with our content.
See, what they can't see on camera is there's a whole group of people standing around us, so I'm actually going to take questions from the peanut gallery. Oz Sultan from New York, how do you see this as a parallel to Post Beauty and the Geek?
All right, yeah, it's definitely, we always saw Beauty and the Geek as slightly comedic, right? We're taking people from two different worlds and putting them together. I actually don't think that there is much of a division between teenage girls and blogs anymore. I actually think that it is a unified thing. I don't think that it's a bizarre thing for a teenage girl to have a Facebook page or a MySpace page. As a matter of fact, I think that that's how those businesses are thriving. So I believe that teenage girls and blogging are now one world. I don't think there's a separation. So it's not a parallel in that way. Comedically, I believe there is a parallel in that we have these sort of teenage girls that are uber celebrity obsessed, and I believe that there's a striking similarity between that and the beauties on Beauty and the Geek with their sort of celebrity obsession.
Now, when I was watching the demo,
is that sufficient?
Okay.
You can whale me with the follow-up if you want.
Actually,
I'm in.
We need to hear the follow-up.
All right, so what's like? Is there a revenue stream behind all of this? Is it just like a funny content play, like Funny or Die, or are you looking to do something more prolific with this?
Let me break it down. There is a revenue stream. First and foremost, is an ad revenue stream. We are partners with Vitamin Water for the first cycle of this series. So there will be ad revenue stream. Oh, booyah!
Wait, Ashton is partners.
Can I
with
get a
vitamin
little
water?
Can I get a little what?
I'm
What?
thirsty, Ashton. I don't know what to drink.
I think that there is a revenue stream that may be created. So there is a partnership with the Blog Girls and Vitamin Water. That's one revenue stream. Also, Blog Girls will eventually live on multiple platforms if the brand is successful. So once the girls become relevant in the web, we're hoping that we can then make the girls relevant on television and make them relevant on mobile and in games. So there are multiple revenue streams that would be created through the multiple facets of Katalyst Media, which is our media company.
Ashton, as I was watching it, the humor was almost adult. Not adult like porn adult, but like The Simpsons is adult.
Yeah.
It's like clever. Could blog and who's to know? Whatever. An audience is an audience. But would it be good or bad for you if Blog Girls ended up being? I mean, I can see people of any age just watching it and laughing because, like I said, it's almost like Simpsons humor. It's a different thing.
Look, here's the thing. I'm not going to run out and say this thing's popular for this audience only, right? Because I don't want to limit my demographic, right? With the audience that I'm really targeting with the show is that Us Weekly audience, right? That actually cares about relevant celebrity humor, right? Or relevant celebrity news and appreciates humor, right? So to me, that audience could be anywhere from the 13 to 35, which is the main demographic of Us Weekly. So I wouldn't want to personally limit the audience by saying, no, it's for these people and not these people. Because whoever's drawn to it is going to be drawn to it.
Okay. Are you pulling, as far as the topics, the celebrity topics, how are you going to get the latest breaking? The way Perez Hilton gets, he's got his spies all over town. Do you have spies all over town pulling the celebrity info, or?
I am the spy. No, I guarantee I probably know about stuff before Perez Hilton does. Okay. That's not to say that I'm going to be like ganking up my friends and what's going on with them for the site. We don't. The Perez Hilton pulls his information from various other sources, right?
Okay.
We'll do the same thing. Did I say Paris or no? Perez. So Perez Hilton pulls his sources from pulls his information from various other sources, and then sort of undercuts these people. Like his comedy comes from kind of biting comments about famous people. That's not where our comedy comes from. I think it comes from the perspective of these uber obsessed teenage fans, which I think comedically has more viability ultimately.
Right.
But where we're going to get our information, that's the internet has really provided information for everyone sort of at the same time. So we'll have that. We're based in Los Angeles, so we're kind of on top of what's going on, and we're a company that lives inside the entertainment business. So we are going to have the story before everybody else has.
But I mean,
story.
it's like you're getting text messages of like who just got drunk and like got in a fight at the Roxy or whatever.
Like I say, I'm not going to sell people out in that way because that's not where our humor comes from, right? But I did find out last night at 12:30 that Gary Coleman hit somebody with his car. And,
see, I don't know that.
And that was on the blog post. That his defense, we hope that his defense is not what you talk about, Willis.
What'd you do?
So that was that actually made the post this morning.
I don't even know how important it is to have the latest breaking celebrity because to me, like I said, it's almost the closest thing. As a 38-year-old man, not a teenage girl outside of the audience, but I see the humor in the writing of the Blog Girls almost like South Park.
Somewhat.
Yeah, they're topical.
Thank you for that, by the way. My whole team would appreciate that compliment.
Yeah, Francisco Dao of FastCompany Buzz said South Park Blog Girls.
No, it's a very nice compliment to say something like that.
We got people here. Sultan asking, are you going to do a panel?
Panel?
Oh, it's on South Park. Oh, is Blog Girls going to cover South Park? Is Blog Girls going to cover spoof?
I mean,
do a
maybe
takeoff
if
on
we
South
talk to
Park?
Matt and Trey,
They
we
won't
could.
take your calls.
Yeah, maybe one of them will start dating one of them. Who knows what could happen? You never know. I believe that media is meant to. I believe that collaboration is really the only sort of new form of innovation. So I would if they would have any interest in involving their characters with our characters, I think it'd be a lot of fun.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
That would be absolutely hysterical. You're being humble. You're like, it's going to work out. Do you really worry about that? Because this isn't like, you're not like the other entrepreneurs in the hall where they're going, oh my God, if this doesn't work, I'm going to have to move back in with my mom.
Okay. They already live with their mom, and they're hoping to move out of their mom's house, right?
Okay.
I don't live with my mom, and if I fall on my face, here's the thing. There's an element of grace that is involved, which is, yeah, we already have a successful company, but we're trying to launch a new company, and I'm sure that in some ways we're making a lot more noise than other people. So if we do fail, we fall on our face a little bit harder, right?
Okay.
For these guys, their new idea may be their lifeblood, and but if they fall, they may not fall much further than where they are right now, profile-wise. So, there's a risk and reward give and take that exists, and we just. I frankly am. We were ecstatic to apply and be among the 50, and we're ecstatic at the response that we're getting here, and I really hope for all the people that are here launching that I hope the best, and I think as other people succeed, we all succeed in this space, and so once again, I'm just flattered to be here.
Ashton, it was an absolute pleasure.
Cheers. Thanks, man.
And thank you for punking me at the beginning of the interview.
I didn't do anything.
No, we're going to have that. Francisco Dao for Fast Company Buzz with Ashton Kutcher and Blog Girls. Check it out. It's BLAH
That's
Girls,
it.
right?
That's
Bloggirls.com. And thank you very much.
Cheers. Thanks, man. Ashton Kutcher doing guest correspondence. No, I'm just kidding. That's the cut we're going to use, so just to the editor.
That's right.
We're cutting that piece in.
We got a lot.